Hello Patriots. I'm doing this video because I think I can get a pretty accurate guess on of what the next presidential election will look like. And I'm doing it because I think it'll be interesting to see how accurate I am, since the next presidential election is about 2.5 years away. So it'll be interesting to see. Okay, first we'll just do 2024 actual. Okay. Just gonna be honest. From what I've seen, from everything, people tend to vote on how they feel about the current administration. So let's say, for example, a Republican is president and people like it. They're more likely to vote Republican in the following election. And for another example, let's say a Republican is president and they do not like the way the administration is going. They're more likely to vote Democratic. So, judging by Trump just not being popular, I think that a Democrat's gonna win. I know. But the question is, by how much? And what states flip? I don't think any states or districts will flip Republican, but I do believe some states are going to flip Democratic. So first up, just to get the obvious ones out, Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. I think in the most recent one, in terms of total votes, shit. Just do it, yes. Okay. In terms of total votes, or vote percentage, pretty close. Pretty close again. Pretty close again. So yeah, I think it's safe to flip those. Another three that were fairly close, I believe, will flip. One of them, Nevada. Another, Georgia. The other one, North Carolina. Okay. Now, like everything, I think it's important to go back to the 2020 election. See, how did it look whenever a Democrat did win? Okay. I believe that the next election will be a wider margin than this. And this margin was 4.5%. Okay. These maps are pretty much identical, but Arizona's flipped and North Carolina's flipped. The reason why I didn't flip Arizona is because that's, 5.5% margin roughly. That's a bit more up in the air. But I think it will flip. Probably. So, just gonna straight up say it. This is probably what 2028 is gonna look like. So if that's all you gear mirror for, you can click off. But now, I want to do something a bit more nerdy. I want to predict the margins. And on of how you read the margins, is tilt is under 5%, lean is between 5 to under 10%, likely is from 10 to under 15%, and safe is 15% or higher. Okay. So I don't get confused. I believe that all of the likely Democratic states are gonna get flipped to safe Democratic states. So that goes for New York, Connecticut, Rhode Island, Delaware, Colorado, Oregon, and Illinois. Now, for these lean Democratic states, for New Jersey. See, New Jersey, I actually don't know, because if we look at New Jersey, 2020, 15.94% margin. In 2024, 5.91% margin. However, I don't know if it has it here, but what was it? No, it doesn't. Okay. Don't worry, I'll look up. I think it was 2025. Or actually, we should look at the year prior. I think it was 2022. Probably misspelled it, but that's alright. Okay, 2021. Okay, you see this? Okay. Pretty close. But, under the current administration, let's see. Yep. 14% margin. That's a 9% shift. So, if this has a 9% shift, that would be 14.91. So that would be border likely to safe. Now, actually, I should look at its electoral count history to see if it's gone up or down recently. Okay, it went down in 2012. Okay. Basically, usually from what I've seen, the less populated state gets, the more Republican it gets, kinda. It's like sort of like a general rule that doesn't always apply. So I believe that New Jersey, I'm going to put as, also we should keep in mind the margin difference. So in 2020, margin difference 4.5%. In 2024, it's 1.5%. So practically a landslide. And so we also have to keep in mind of how much is shifted compared to the nation. That's also important to factor in. It's like, wow, this is really nerdy. Yes. Trying to figure out on of what margin it's going to be. And you have to get very nerdy to figure that out. So I believe New Jersey will be safe Democratic. The main reason is it borders New York City and Philadelphia. So that's why I'm going for it. Okay, Virginia is up next. I'm just trying to figure out. 13, 5, 8. Okay. So we have to do Virginia, New Mexico, and Maine next. So we have Virginia. Current margin, 5.78%. That does make her the first Democrat to lose the popular vote, but still carry Virginia since John W. Davis in 1924. So it's been exactly 100 years. Probably has that. Yes. Says right there. Yep, a century earlier. 10.1%. Not the best since FDR in 1944. Yeah, I don't think that the next Democratic candidate's gonna be doing that so well in Virginia. Just something about that margin. Fucking hell. Okay. 10.1, 10.78. Okay, so that doesn't shift as much compared to the nation towards Republican. So it probably has a higher chance of shifting more Democratic than the nation. See, this is very important. So I believe it'll be likely Democrat, like it was in 2020. Just stop there. Okay. Actually, since we're always going to be comparing it to 2020, I might as well pull this one up. Okay, New Mexico was a 10.79% margin, and here is roughly, oh, it was a 6% margin. Okay. I think this will also be likely Democrat. Because, yeah, I do believe that, well, for reference, in 2024, I think, like, Trump did, like, best with Hispanics, or did the best with Hispanics for Republican since, like, a while ago. But from the polls I've seen, I believe he's gone down to not being as popular with the Hispanics. And if you can believe it, a lot of people who live in New Mexico are Hispanic. So that's why I'm going to be placing New Mexico and likely Democrat. I don't think it would shift so far and be safe Democrat. I do think it'll be likely. Okay, next up, Maine. Maine here, 9% margin. Then here, roughly 7% margin, 6.9. Oh, 9 to 6.9%. Okay, that's not much of a shift. Of course, the first district's gonna stay Democratic. The state itself, the state itself. I think it will just probably be likely Democrat. Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned this as well. Hold on, give me a sec. I've also done calculations to see on of like how much each state shifts from presidential election to presidential election. So this is 2012 to 2016. This is 2016 to 2020. You see, a lot of states shifted blue, some red, but the noteworthy thing is, comparing Biden's margin to Hillary's margin, Biden did 2.4% better, and yet nearly all the nation went for him, or nearly all the nation he got better percent margin. I know, for example, in DC, that's red, he got a slightly worse margin by 0.02%. And then in 2024, the nation shifted 6% Republican, and every state shifted. So I think that we'll probably see more than a 6% shift. So I do believe that all the nation will shift more Democratic. Of course, it will vary state by state basis. For example, Florida, more recently, has just been going very Republican. So I don't think Florida will shift all that much, for an example. It's really the only example that I can think of. I mean, of course, like the hard red states of Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, West Virginia, Wyoming, Idaho, those states, yeah, they ain't going nowhere. And the Dakotas. Okay. Oh, we gotta do Maine 2nd District. Okay. What's the margin for Maine 2nd District and this? Damn, it's still like an 8% margin. Do I think that the rural voters would flip? Probably not, to be honest. They aren't known for flipping. Fuck, you're supposed to stay now. Okay, let's compare. 44, 44, 352. Okay, so that pretty much did not shift. Or did not shift more Republican, despite 6% shift Republican wide. So I'm gonna go a bit bold and crazy. And actually, that does mean that my actual prediction will have Maine fully Democratic. So give me a sec. So yeah, this will actually be my prediction. And Maine 2nd District is the most bold one out of all these, if you're curious. Okay, now we can continue. Okay. Finished up Maine. Now we gotta deal with the tilt Democratic states, which are just Minnesota, New Hampshire, and we'll do Nebraska statewide later. Okay, Minnesota. Fun fact, despite Minnesota's small blue margin, it's the longest running Democratic state. Yup. It is. It's never been particularly strong Democratic. This has been the strongest Democratic it's been since it's been on streak, which, to be fair, this is a very strong Democratic performance. Yep. Keep in mind what this election looks like. Yep. The only blue one. So yeah, Minnesota is pretty much the only reason why it's the longest running Democratic state is because that's the state where Walter Mondale is from. That's pretty much the only reason. See, the thing is, I don't want to like keep on Just like shifting at one, which is why I went bold with Maine. No, I'm gonna go bold with Minnesota. Make a likely blue. There we go. New Hampshire. 28%. See, the thing is, a lot of people in New Hampshire are well educated, which is why Trump is the only Republican president in American history to have never won it. So for that, I'm gonna make a likely blue, buddy. That's a blue New England. It's very blue. Okay. Now we're gonna be going to the tilt Republican states. Oh, Wisconsin. Pretty close here. Pretty close there. Also pretty close there. How much? Totally. Wisconsin, I will put as. See, the thing is, tilt, I think I want to save it for more of the ones where, like, I was going to say I want to save tilt for the ones where I could see it going either way. But I'm supposed to be confident in this. I want lean. There we go. Okay, going a bit bold with this. Michigan. Yeah. Michigan Nash has been pretty Democratic usually. Yeah, I think I'll also go lean Democrat for Michigan. Pennsylvania. I think tilt Democrat for Pennsylvania. But I think it will be like 4%. So I would put in the tilt or crack space. Yeah, for Nevada, I'll also put Nevada in the tilt Democratic space. Carolina has gone up by about 2%. Not much. Do I want to be bold? Shit, I was just like thinking about, oh yeah, I'm gonna put North Carolina as lean blue, but then I realized I'll be having North Carolina voting to the left of Pennsylvania. Trying to think. No, because on a federal level, in terms of presidential elections, North Carolina is typically favored Republican for a bit, so I'll just put in tilt Democratic. Because while it has favored, you know, doesn't mean that it's always been red. You see? It's blue there. Now next up, Georgia. The closest state in 2020. So, shocker, I think it's gonna be blue. Well, bruh. I'm gonna be crazy. I'm gonna have Georgia voting to the left of Pennsylvania. I know. I know. I'm fucking wild. Yeah. I should probably just go with the boring prediction, because after all, I'm trying to be correct. Okay. Now we got the tilt Democratic states now, or the tilt Republican states. Now time to go to the lean Republican state, because it's just one. I think Arizona will flip. I by the one Arizona. Became the first candidate to, or the first Democrat to win Maricopa County since Harry Truman, 1848. Yep. Trying to see what this. Because I think that Nevada and Georgia will be bluer than Arizona and North Carolina, but like I don't think it'll be up to lean territory, you know? Okay, next up. Likely Republican states. Now, some of these states, if you want to go crazy, you can have them flip, but I'm not going to. I think Iowa will be closer. Ohio. Hasn't Ohio just been decreasing? Yeah. 18. 20. Oh. Yeah, really has been. Let's have that. Yeah, Florida's been staying Republican for a bit. Texas has. See, the thing is, going back here, 16% margin, 9% margin, despite doing worse, at 5% margin. However, what, 12% margin? 13%. It shift a lot, but like everything, will that shift stay? Because for example, 2004, Bush won New Mexico, but yeah, it's not stayed. So I'm leaning towards tilt and lean. I think I'll probably have it on tilt. Okay. Now Alaska. Alaska has weirdly been trending blue. 140. Yeah, damn near the same margin. 242. Yeah, 10%. Highest percentage to vote for Democrats since 1964. Damn. If you're curious, 1964 is the only time Alaska's ever gone blue. Okay, 3%. Okay, a tad more than I thought. I think Alaska will probably also be tilt. Okay. Now, time to go to the safe Republican states. Idaho. Yeah, that's staying Republican. The fact that it nearly shifted with the nation too, despite being so Republican, is honestly the most impressive thing here. Idaho, Utah. Oh yeah, she got the highest vote percent for a Democrat since Lyndon Johnson, which is funny. You know what? It's because, yeah, Utah is shifting not much Republican, despite being a Republican stronghold. I'm just gonna have it as likely Republican. I think it's just gonna be just under 15%. Montana, yeah, recently got 4 electoral votes. You see that? Boom. Oh, 16% margin? Oh, that's way closer than I thought. Well, I'll have that as likely Republican. Wyoming, the most Republican state in the nation. Just funny because there's a fucking swing county there. And a very blue county. I don't know what the hell's going on in there. Yeah, Wyoming's staying safe Republican. North Dakota. Would you believe me if I told you this was a swing state in 2008? South Dakota. Yeah, I'm not changing South Dakota. Nebraska, with all its districts. Be interesting. Yeah. I think the state itself likely red. Third district. Third district is rural Nebraska. Nebraska is known for being very Republican, and rural places are known for being very Republican. Imagine the combination. It's terrifying. Or comforting. Yep. Third district. Yeah, that shit's not moving. Second district, I'm pretty sure will be likely Democratic. And first district, fun fact about the first district, was the only electoral vote to shift more democratically. So for that, gonna go crazy, but on tilt. Okay. Kansas. It doesn't shift much. Still carry those counties. Yeah, a lot of states have not voted Democrat since 1964. That's because, I mean, just look at how much fucking blue's there. Fucking damn near looks like the ocean. I think Kansas will be likely Republican. You know what? I'll go lean Republican. Fuck it. You think it'll be just under 10%? Oh yeah, something funny. Yeah, Johnson County. That's it. Yeah, she received the highest percentage of the vote for Democratic in Johnson County. Yep. More than 25 percentage points to the left from 2012 to 2024. Damn, it did. Oklahoma. Well, fellas, do we think this is gonna flip? I think that county, Oklahoma County, which is home to Oklahoma City and the state of Oklahoma and Oklahoma County, I think that could flip blue just because if you look at the percentage, it's pretty close. But yeah, I'm not gonna mess with the state. Okay. Yeah, we just have these gay states. Oh, South Carolina's gonna be the final one. That's where I grew up. Missouri. 15.5%. Oh, 15.4%. Oh, that's closer than I thought. 3%. You know, I'll make this likely Republican. Arkansas. Yeah, Arkansas is not flipping. Yeah, that makes it for sure that it's not flipping. Louisiana. Yeah, no way in hell that's flipping. Indiana. Oh, Mike Pence is from Indiana. Okay. Forgot about that. Yeah, so I didn't flip much. Okay, I think Indiana could be like the Republican. Oh, interesting fact about Indiana. Oh, it went blue in 2008. That's because Obama heavily campaigned in that state. And it borders Illinois, just Chicago, which is where he's from. I don't know if he's from Chicago, but he's from Illinois. He's probably from Chicago. What, isn't it like 50% of like, or like about half the people in fucking Illinois live here, which is where Chicago is? Which is why, like, yeah, I mean, like, this is just fucking dead space, bro. Okay. Kentucky. Would you believe me if I told you the current governor is a Democrat and he recently won re-election? How do I how do I put this? Yeah, I don't think it's gonna flip. Kentucky. Let's do West Virginia. The highest vote percent any party has won in this state's history. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be flipping. What the hell? Oh, this is the correct primary. I was like, why the fuck is it so blue? It's like, that's not been West Virginia since 1996. Yep, this was the last time I voted Democratic, fun fact. Alrighty. Now all we have are the states of Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and South Carolina. What a dream rotation. Tennessee. Holy fuck, it shifted that much? How's that even possible? Yeah, Tennessee ain't changing. That's Nashville. And that's Memphis? Yes. If you're curious what the other Democratic county is, it's a majority black county. Okay. Mississippi. If you're curious, Mississippi does indeed have that many blue counties. Why? Mississippi has a lot of majority black counties. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that this state's gonna be flipping. Or we're gonna be changing from safe to likely. Alabama. Over a 30% margin. Yeah, I don't think that state's gonna be flipping. What county did flip? That one. Was it only that one? Yes. Marin go. And the final stay up left, South Carolina. Oh, that would have actually been likely Democrat. Likely Democrat again. Oh yeah, shifted a lot. Or shifted out what the I was supposed to say union. Out with the country. Yeah, I think it'll be likely Democrat. Okay. Yeah. I think this is my prediction. I'm seeing if I forgot about any states. If you're curious, oh, why did I not go over DC or any of the other blue states? Oh yeah, just so you don't think I was lying. Yeah, shifted 0.02% to the right. I was like, bro, how fucking dare you not go over the state of Washington, bro? How dare I? Trying to think. Did I forget any? Going through every state, buddy. Every single one of them. We do have some bold ones here, like Utah and Missouri, Texas. I think those are the main bold ones. Oh, well, I mean, I'm done with it. Alrighty, well, that's about for this recording, so yeah. Bye.